everybody, and welcome to the 101st episode of Off the Rack.
Woo!
Woohoo!
We're Dalmatians now.
Yeah. Anyway, today to celebrate, we did only DC books, mostly because we have a whole show dedicated to Marvel books.
That's fair. I think that's a really good idea.
We're literally reading every book Marvel's publishing.
Yeah.
So, might as well do at least 2 DC books a week.
Right?
Today's episode, we did Batman number 41, written by Scott Snyder, with art by Greg Capullo, but you know that by now. Those two have been writing and drawing this book for 41 issues, since 2011. These two have been New 52ing the shit out of Batman. And now, it ain't even Batman. So, what'd you guys think of Batman 41? Introducing the all-new, all-Robo-copy Batman.
It was weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the fact that Jim is kind of stepping into this role, especially now that it's being sanctioned by Powers and, you know, the GCPD is on it.
Yeah.
But it's strange seeing him take this role, because you kind of get the feeling at some point he's going to break.
Yeah.
And be like, now I understand why Batman didn't follow the rules.
Exactly. And why Jim Gordon isn't Batman.
Exactly.
Like, why I am a cop and not a crazy person in a costume. What'd you think?
I liked it.
I also enjoyed it.
I liked it. I was excited to see Jim Gordon take up the mantle of Batman. Are you kidding me? Like, he's always played second banana to Batman in a sense, and I'm really... Whatever. There have been times where he hasn't, where he's barely been thrust into the forefront, but usually not where he's in control of it and not in a roller coaster cart looking at horrific images of his daughter.
Oh, yeah.
But it was really nice, I thought, to see him, like, taking up the Batmantle, and not because, like, he was like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like, he realized he was the best person for the job.
Right.
And I thought that was really cool. And we're getting a detective Batman!
Batman is a detective!
I know!
I still don't see how Jim Gordon is the best person for the job. He knows Batman.
Because he's not rambunctious. Because he's not... You know what I mean? Like, he's seasoned. He's been in Gotham. He's been around the block a couple of times in Gotham.
But he's not Batman. He won't be the Batman that we need.
Okay, alright, first of all then. No one can be Batman unless it's a kid who had his parents shot in a fucking alley over a necklace. You know what I mean? Like, that is Batman, right? But this is just a different version of it, and I think it is what Gotham needs. Like, they need some law and order, and they need to see, like, both Batman and the police, I think, working in, like, conjunction with one another. Especially with our other book that we did, like, pairing him against Superman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who is kind of, like... a wildfire, sort of, not really, especially right now, like, where he's just like...
Well, I mean, he's like the center of the wildfire where the fire just starts around him.
Yeah, exactly, yeah, but that's like, yeah, but
yeah.
I really think that Jim Gordon is... I think it's exciting to see him doing this for the first time, and doing it in a way that makes sense. Jim Gordon can't just put on a bat costume and run around.
It has to be something.
Yeah,
like,
it has to be something.
There has to be something to help him with that edge. A lot of great ideas in there.
I didn't think it was going to really matter thanks to that last page reveal.
Yeah, well, I was really thankful for that last page reveal. And let's not get into spoilers too much, because I want you guys to buy the issue.
No, absolutely. But for me, like, because I might be totally wrong here in the community's eyes. I have no idea how the community is going to take...
Who cares?
Jim Gordon as Bat Bunny.
I love Bullock.
Yeah, Bullock was fun.
I think Bullock was my favorite character in this episode, or issue.
I believe it. The trench coat bit was a bit much.
Really?
No, I thought that was Bullock.
Who made that?
It was great.
Like, he got that, what, in a day or two? And how?
No,
like, it took me right the hell out.
No, that wasn't a day or two, because it was a flashback.
Yeah, but, like, for how long?
I assumed it was like a month or two. Like, I assumed they've been working towards this.
Alright.
Like, you can't just throw Jim Gordon into a giant tin can and expect him to be able to run it. Like, he's clearly probably been working with them for a while. Like, he came out of the gate strong, in my opinion. I mean, like, it wasn't flawless by any means, you know what I mean? But I think he did a good job, and I think that he had been doing it for a while. So, I don't know, for, like, Harvey Bullock, I thought that was right in the wheelhouse for Harvey Bullock.
Well, that was the camaraderie that really showed through for me.
Well, for me, it was the sarcasm of Harvey. Like, it was like a... Fine. Here's your trench coat then, alright? And put it on him.
I'm not sure if it's a trench coat to be like, fine, here you go be this Batman. I think it's a reminder to be like, don't forget who you were. You may be in this giant suit, but this is still you.
What do you guys think of the art for this book? I thought it was really, really strong, solid. Capullo has nailed down all these characters.
Yeah.
Gordon sans hair / mustache looks really weird.
Very weird.
I don't know if it's... I don't know if it, like... For me, it didn't really make a lot of sense. Like, I didn't feel like I was looking at the same person. It looked like a brand new character model, but everything was consistent and cool.
No, to be fair, whenever a guy does something like that, they look really weird.
Yeah.
You look really... Especially, like, how many incarnations of Jim Gordon have you known to not have a mustache of some kind?
I haven't known any.
Yeah.
Right? So, of course, to see him without that and then to be told that's Jim Gordon, like, that has to erase years of... of this preconceived notion of what he should look like to some degree.
Well,
True.
you can't have the mustache because the bottom of his mouth shows out.
Right. It'll be obviously Jim Gordon.
No, I know, and I know they took care of all of that, and, like, that makes sense.
But maybe the hair is like, it goes inside the bat suit and, like, links up to the network, like, however this thing processes, because it's obviously not just hand controls.
Yeah.
It runs off of brainwaves as well.
He also indicated, like, I think it was more of, like, a mental decision. Like, he's stepping back into a soldier's role, and so as such, he needs to, like, go through the motions of
I like
a military man.
That makes sense, because they said he was in the Marines?
Yeah, he was a Marine.
Right.
There were no moments where I thought, this looks awesome.
There were, like, a million moments for me that this looked awesome. The first few pages, the coloring job with those incredibly strong silhouettes. And that's the artist. That's Capullo going in and saying, we're going to have a silhouette and then this. And that was stunning. Are you kidding me? Like, when they are showing... The first panel of the silhouettes, and then we go to the panel of the new commissioner.
Yeah.
And the color choices there, and just the color choices with the line art. Oh, it was spectacular for me. Like, I was so on board. And then they bookended the book with that type of art. Yeah. And I was like...
I like all the different bat colorization.
Oh my god, yeah.
And it's funny because every time, like, each one they showed, I was like, I would rather see any of these than what we got.
I assumed it was like, well, this is animated series.
Oh no, they were like,
oh no, and like,
Dark Knight Returns, Neil Adams. It was like downloading all the skins for your Arkham City characters.
I like the emoticons with it because there was that one that I know you weren't a fan of.
Oh, the Zurana?
Yeah, that
People
one.
love the Zurana one, and I like the icon of woo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah.
What were we thinking?
If you go batshit crazy, you go with your Zurana costume.
No,
Genius.
I do like this incarnation in a sense because it does hint, of course, to some degree to Batman, at least to the Neil Adams with the blue. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, a little bit.
But it's Gordon. This is a new Batman. This is, you know what I mean?
He basically is the Batmobile too.
Well, he's like a cop car.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Like
he's a squad car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's giving out the light, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And that was funny.
When it comes to the art, the thing that actually blew my mind was later there's a reveal of a secondary Batsuit. It's more like Zero Suit Batman. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That is like probably the first pitch where they're like, what if we change Batman's costume? What if it was this?
Well,
and then they were like, let's make it a Zero Suit and then give him a friggin'
Well, if you look at it...
chappy suit.
If you look at it like as kind of like an allegory, at the heart of this, it is Batman.
Yeah. Deep down, Batman's
it's Batman. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's cool. I also like... It was a solid issue. I think it really knocked it not quite out of the park, but pretty much they still ran all the bases.
I really enjoyed it, a lot, and I made sure not to talk to these two guys beforehand at all about this because I didn't know. I had no idea how you were going to take this. I really thought you were both going to be super excited about it.
It's really cool, but
I
I'm
was
cautiously
super
optimistic
excited about it. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much, based on what happened in the last
with Endgame,
arc. And I really did. I know there was so much discussion about Bat Chappie essentially, and
they released that image and everyone.
Yeah, and I love the fact that Gordon's it doesn't look like him.
Yeah,
and they're like, what's
we know
that?
Yeah, they were also kind of it shouldn't look like him. It should look like something else.
Yeah, and that was fair. I thought that was fair.
Like you said, deep down, it's still
Batman. Yeah.
Yeah, the heart is Batman.
Right. So there you go. Batman number 41. Would we recommend this for everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, I would. Again, but I don't know. I just enjoyed this. I jumped on and I was like, man, my man Gordon is getting a chance, man. He's getting a chance to, walk on both sides of the line.
Yep.
Yeah, while I'm not on board to see Gordon be Batman, I am on board for the story because no matter what, it's going to go in an interesting place.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I want to see what happens.
Yeah.
So there you have it, Batman number 41, written by Scott Snyder with art by Greg Capullo. You can pick it up digitally at any comic book retailer outlet that sells them digitally, like Comixology.
Google Play.
Google Play, exactly.
Okay.
Or, of course, you can go to your friendly local comic book store and pick it up there. So, thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and we'll see you guys next time into the hundreds of Off the Rack.
Woo!
The triple digits.
That was legitimate, but it really didn't come off like that. But
Yeah,
I was, woo!
Yay!
Are y'all saying woo?
All right.
God, woo!
Yeah.
Woo you!
Yeah.
I get a woo out of this guy.
Woo!
Yeah, you watch your ass.